Today we've got a special performance by Garry Kafoa Dan McCoy. So please, we'll start the morning with the beautiful sounds and songs. Thank you, Garry.
Thanks, Beck. Yeah, my name's Garry Kafoa. This is my good friend Dan McCoy. We perform around the area. I like to write stories about Aboriginal injustices, pretty much. I find that I can go and speak at a meeting or whatever and people go, that's disrespectful, but when I leave, they get pounded by like 50 phone calls and they forget what I said. So to me, it just made sense to put it in song and hopefully get some on the radio and then the whole country knows what's going on. So that's where we're at. We've been lucky enough to play at a few festivals and the word gets out there. People are very interested in things that are happening to our mob. So Meg's asked us to come along and perform this morning just to start the day off. My name's Garry Kafoa. I'm a local man from South Tweed Heads. I was born at South Tweed Heads. And my father was a black man, my mother was a white lady. My great-great-grandfather was blackbirded from the islands, and he was saved by a Japanese pearling lugger because he could dive. So he worked for them, and they didn't treat him as a slave. He was blackbirded to be a slave in North Queensland, but he they befriended him, and he went to Broome and dived for pearls, and made his way back to Tweed Heads and found out what a beautiful place it was. Built a little shack at South Tweed Heads, Parry's Estate, because that's where blackfellas had to live. You couldn't live anywhere else. You could go to Fingal. There was Fingal in Parry's Estate. Nobody wanted to live there because there was lots of mosquitoes and sandflies and all the flat people living in Tweed, Coolangatta. So Dad just told me these stories about how if you went to the movies it was roped off and you couldn't go and get a milkshake or a hamburger because only whites went in there. And in my time, I was born into a time where we were all brothers. Like at school, like didn't matter what colour you were, we were all the same. We were all brothers, and I just couldn't understand that. And it took me quite a while to get my head around that this town that I walked into in Coolangatta, this beautiful town that everyone treated us pretty well. We'll still call little blackfellas and get out of here sometimes, but they treated us pretty well, and I just couldn't get my head around that. But that's how it was. My father became, he was a hunter, put food on the table for Mum, Dad, and me, and all my siblings. He hunted, I'm a waterman, so we were born straight across the road from Yuggabah Island, where a lot of Aboriginal people, they lived there, they built little shacks there, until the government said you can't and shifted them on, but they lived there for quite a while. And so we hunted mud crabs and fish and oysters, and we ate pretty good. It was pretty good. But in my time, as a young boy growing up in South Tweed, I was a bit of a rat bag. Not too big a rat bag, but a bit of a rat bag. And you used to do a lot of surfing because you surfed in Coolangatta, everyone surfed. So I'm going to sing a song. This is a story about my younger days when I was pretty deadly. Well, I thought it was anyway. So this is called Deadly, and in it it's got about surfing at Snapper Rocks. If you're familiar with the place, Snapper Rocks is a well-known world surfing spot where we used to surf when I was a young fella, and when the surf was up there'd be like 8 or 9 of us out. If you go there now there's 300 or more people there. I don't even bother surfing anymore. Or Dan tries to drag me out. And I played football with Tweed All Blacks at the Tweed Recreation Ground, which was a special place. We used to draw massive crowds. And my dad played in the legendary 32-35 premiership team. Everybody talks about that. So that's in the song too. So if you hear about the Tweed All Blacks, you'll know what I'm saying. If you hear about Snapper Rocks, you'll know what I'm saying. This is called Deadly. as time went on, Dad built he actually trooped the white bowlers. There was a cut-off point at Parish Estate, and they were making blocks of land for sale. Dad wanted to buy one. He was a hard worker. He was a gun cane cutter, and he used to go up to Innisfail, cut cane every year, and come back, run a gang up there. So, and he was a good saver, and he was a pretty wild fella. He was a warrior, no doubt. But he went to buy a block of land, and they said, no, we're not black bowlers living here. So he had a good white mate, and his white mate went down and bought it for him, and then sold it back to him for $1, for £1 or whatever it was. So he got a block of land, so he built a little shack there and raised 6 kids. And then he was like I say, he was a hunter, but the government came in and said, no, you can't do that anymore. You've got to become a professional fisherman. So he was a professional fisherman, and then I became a professional fisherman for 26 years. Travelled the east coast of Australia, met lots of black bowlers down there, heaps of them. As soon as the wind would blow westerly, they'd come straight down to feed mullet, and because we chased mullet, that's what we did. And they used to tell me stories, and I heard about all the injustices happening all over the country. And yeah, so back at home, when we had our first haul of mullet on Greenmount or Rainbow, Dad would fill up 6 bins of mullet and say, go and give them to the elders, make sure the elders get the first feed. And I'd always do that. And I was taught respect at an early age. So this next song's about the house I lived in South Tweed. It's gone now. It's been gone for a long time. You right?
I should have put that part.
Oh, okay. So every song I sing, Dan's got to tune up different things, because that's who I am. I'm a bit of a nuisance, really. Keep him on his toes. So this is a song about looking for the old house I lived in. I knew where it was, but now it's called Minyubal Drive. So it's a very, very busy road. It's called River by My Side.
trees in the corner, decorations are everywhere. Oh, the smell of Christmas floating through the air. Then I opened my present, one was what I got. But I can tell you now, that one present down the road, got the river by my side. I'm gonna find where I once lived and let those memories rush on in. The house that I once knew, it was gone long ago. I said the house that I once knew, it was gone long ago. It lingers on. It lingers on. All those memories linger on. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's been a great meeting. Great. Yesterday was such a good day. I so enjoyed the speakers. I really enjoyed running around with the microphone, tripping over and stuff like that. That was pretty good. Giving it to the wrong person, yeah. So that's looking for the old house where I used to live, and then as I grew up, Dad had an Aboriginal Island fishing crew, and they were totally accepted in Tweed, Coolangatta, and they were tough men, really, really hard, big, tough men. But they were funny guys. They used to make me laugh all the time. So this yarn's about that time when I grew up with the fishing. It's called Tough Times.
back then. Way back then. Well, that's all back my way. Hey. When I was a fisherman when I first started, we'd go up to Moolumbar and we'd fish for mullet up there, and Dad would drop me off at a certain place, he'd go up and he'd come back an hour later and say, how you going? I said, yeah, I've got a bin of fish. He said, yeah, I've got a bin. He said, that'll do us, let's go home. So we could have stayed there, but that's it. So I learnt not to take too much at an early age. I think a lot of people now, especially with the fishing game, when I got out of the fishing game, it was all about greed, and people caught everything they possibly could. But there was no more blackfellas in there. Like when I first started fishing, there was blackfellas, we fished. That's what we did. We hunted, we gathered, we fished. When I got out, they were all whitefellas. So there you go. That's the road we're heading down. So our culture is so important to bring those virtues back. You know, like this is how we are. This is what we are. If we keep taking stuff, we keep polluting, and we keep doing all that stuff, we're not even going to have a place to live. So yeah. So this is our last song. That's right, Beck? Yes. Yep, this is our last song. We wrote this a couple of weeks ago. I've always had some words sitting around. In my day job, I'm a because being a musician, you've got to have a day job, you know. That's how it goes. Yeah. So I'm a drug and alcohol Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander wellbeing worker, and 70% of the men that come through my office talk about the stolen generation, and they talk about how it affected their lives, how their grandfathers were stolen, and then their fathers they were on the run too, and from the government, not from anybody else, just the government, and how they how it affected their lives, and yeah, it affected me. So this song is about the stolen generation. So bear with us, we only wrote this a couple of weeks ago, but I thought it was a good one to do.
hear Gary's lyrics, that really resonates with me as well. My grandfather was born up on top of the hill at Coogin, and my grandmother was born down at Fingal. So I've been privileged to work with Garry, and I can sincerely say I've got utmost respect for the man and what he does in his work and what he's done for our community. So thank you so much, and thank you for your contribution to the conference as well.
Thank you.